Andy Price with you here as we're getting loaded up and ready to go for the semifinal game from Milroy. It is the Young American Cardinals taking on the St. Patrick Irish, and we've got the game for you on PrepSpotlight.tv. Who's going to make it to the championship game? We'll answer that question in the next couple hours. You're watching State C Amateur Baseball.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
All right, back here at the ball yard in Milroy, we've got the new Young America Cardinals being introduced right now. They just won the game, if you were watching, 9-1 over Bird Island in the quarterfinals. Earlier in the tournament, they rallied to beat Laverne 5-4, and they shut out Union Hill yesterday 6-0. So that is how they arrived here into the Final Four.
The lineups for the home team, the manager.
Then on the other side, it's the St. Patrick Irish, and they advanced on with an exciting 2-1 win over the Bluffton Braves this morning. They were actually at noon. Before that, they beat. They've won 4 games actually. As I'm trying to collect my thoughts to get here, they beat Regal 2 weeks ago, 5-1. 10-1 over Rochester, and then 16-4 yesterday over Carver, and then a 2-1 nail-biter this morning or early afternoon against the Bluffton Braves to get to the semifinals. So it's the red-clad Cardinals from Young America on Highway 212, and they will be facing off against St. Patrick, the Irish. So let's get you to the lineups right now as we rush into this semifinal game, the last game completing about 40 minutes ago. Isaac Horman will lead off and play third base for the Young America squad. Batting second will be Bryce Panning. Matt Mann will be batting third and playing left field. Raj Whitaker, who homered in the quarterfinal game, will be in the cleanup spot and playing first base. Hunter Rickaby, the catcher, bats fifth. Barrett Panning, who related to Bryce Panning, he will be the DH, batting sixth, batting seventh. Dylan Whitaker, he's at second base. Cole Peters is batting eighth and in right field. And Blake Pistolka is your shortstop, and he'll bat ninth. They're all going to face Christian Medic, M-E-D-I-C-K. And Medic, the right-hander, is getting ready to warm up. He is yet to pitch in our tournament play through the first 4 wins for St. Patrick. Now we saw the great Mankato State pitcher, Minnesota State pitcher Colin Dank pitch in the first game against Regal. He has not pitched since. They say if they win today, they might have him for tomorrow in the championship game. So we'll see what happens on that side of it. But they are going with Christian Medic in the first game today, or the semifinal game today. This is the semifinals, and Medic wearing 15, the right-hander. He will face Young America. The defense for St. Patrick, they will be behind the plate. It is Matt Ambrose at first base, Seth Ambrose, the 2 brothers who played Division I hockey. Jordan Garacki, the manager's son, is at second base. At shortstop is Jack Fridges. At third base is his brother Ryan Fridges. In the outfield, from left to right, Jace Westman will be in left. In center field, it is Kyle Rodas, and in right field, Zach Andrus. And that is the way that it more lines up. Matt Ambrose, Seth Ambrose, Garacki at second, Fridges, Jack and Ryan Fridges. So we are just about ready to go. The final game in Milroy. 23 games in all.
Leading off The ball game for Young America, third baseman number 4.
And we will get things rolling right now as Horman comes to the plate. Horman 7 for 14, 3 runs, 5 RBI on the game. In the last contest, he was 3 for 5. So Horman set the table very well, and he is the leadoff hitter. And the first pitch is grounded to third. And over there is Ryan Fridges. He throws low, but a ball is scooped in the air by Seth Ambrose.
Now batting center fielder number 25, Bryce Panning.
And there's one down. Bryce Panning comes to the plate. Bryce hitting 6 for 12 in the tournament. That's 500. In the first game, just ending moments ago, he was 1 for 5, but he scored 2 runs. And the first pitch just is off the plate for Medic. M-E-D-I-C-K, Christian Medic pitching for St. Patrick, trying to pitch him through to the championship game. Pitch high and didn't land correctly on that delivery. 2 balls and no strikes. Andy Price and Greg Wolfert with you here. We have a game going on over in Springfield. It's Fairmont and Cold Spring. Eric Bremer and Kit Callis is the team over in Springfield. 2-0 pitch is low. 3 balls and no strikes to Bryce Panning. Bryce, the center fielder, wearing number 25. 1 out in the top of the first inning. And the 3-0 pitch is over for a strike. Get me over fastball, and it's 3-1. Cloudy evening in Milroy as we get started about 20 minutes late from the designated time. Ground ball to Garacki. Garacki fumbles it, but he has enough time over at second base to make the play. So 2 up and 2 down. And Panning is out on the ground ball, and that's going to bring up Matt Mann. Mann 3 for 12 so far in the tournament. He was 1 for 4 with an RBI in the game in their win against Bird Island. 9-1 was the final of that game. And the first pitch to Matt Mann is over for a strike. Medic is not going to overpower you. He's going to have to mix it up and throw strikes and keep him off balance. So far he's induced 2 ground balls. Pitched low on the breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Medic is listed as from Jordan, Minnesota, as his hometown. As we've mentioned in the past, that the little hamlet of St. Patrick is in between New Prague and Jordan. Fly ball out to right. That's going to be in the triangle, and not making the catch is the right field Andrews. So we'll see how that goes. It is a tough play in the triangle between first and second and the right fielder in that no man's land area, and we'll see if they are going to rule that a hit or an error. Still nothing on the board as of yet. So at first base is Matt Mann. And that brings up Roch Whitaker. Whitaker hit a 2-run home run in the earlier game. That is an error. We'll go error 9. Error on the outfielder, and the throw to second on the stolen base attempt, and safe at second is Matt Mann. So Mann with a stolen base. Now the runner's in scoring position. No hits yet. 2 quick ground ball outs, and then a ball that was stuck in that Bermuda Triangle between first, second, and right field. So runner at second, count 0-1 to Roch Whitaker. Whitaker looks at a breaking ball low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Young America at St. Patrick with the berth in tomorrow's championship game in Class C on the line. It's 1 o'clock start in Springfield. The final game here in Milroy over 3 weekends. Breaking ball misses again, low, and it's 2-1. The wind is kicked up again, and now it's blowing more out of the north than it is the west. So we saw a home run on what looked like a standard fly ball in the last game, and it drifted, and it's only 3:05 down the line. 2-1 the pitch is low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Roch Whitaker, 4 for 11 so far in this tournament, and he'll walk on 4 pitches. So 2 runners on for the top of the first in Young America. Hunter Rickaby now, the catcher, was batting 5th. He is 1 for 11, but he has 3 runs batted in. He had a RBI in the last game on a ground ball. Runner at third, and he hit a ball to the shortstop in the first inning. They were not playing to cut the run off, and so a run scored on that. But he is just 1 for 11 at the plate. He does have 2 runners on as the breeze freshens a little bit as you take a look at some of the umbrellas around the area. First pitch, grounded back, 2 hops. The first baseman, or the pitcher, running towards first base, fields it and flips it to the first baseman for the 3rd out. And that does it for the top of the first inning. And Young America unable to score in their first crack at the plate. St. Patrick coming to the plate next. We're going to keep it here and give you the lineup and batting order for both, or the batting order for St. Patrick and then the defensive alignment for Young America. Bottom of the first inning here. Leading off will be Jack Fridges, the shortstop, who goes to MSU Mankato. Jordan Garacki, manager's son, is playing second base, and he'll bat second. Kyle Rodas is in center field. He'll bat third. Matt Ambrose, who homered here a couple weeks ago, is batting cleanup and will be catching. Seth Ambrose is playing first base and batting 5th. Dom DeLuca DHing and batting 6th. Ryan Fridges is at third base, brother of Jack, and he will bat 7th. Zach Endress, who had a solid effort in the first game today, in right field batting 8th, and Jace Westman is batting 9th. So DeLuca DHing for the pitcher, and for the Young America Cardinals, it is left-hander Josh Lenz. Lenz has pitched in this tournament, and he has come in relief, if I'm not mistaken, as I'm taking a look at the pitching stats for the team so far. Josh Lenz, 6 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits. He struck out 5 and walked 3. 2 wins on this team for Christian Johnson. Johnson got the win. He's a drafted pitcher out of Cologne. He went 8 innings in the last game, the quarterfinal win over Bird Island, and picked up his 2nd win. Dylan Whitaker pitched a very strong effort in their shutout win yesterday over Union Hill, and he has the 3rd win. This is the 4th game for Young America, 5th game for St. Patrick. Across the infield for Young America, Roch Whitaker, who DH'd last game, will be playing first base. Dylan Whitaker, who pitched yesterday, he's at second base. Brady Pistolka is at shortstop. Blake Pistolka is at shortstop. And Isaac Horman, is at third base. In the outfield, Mann, Panning, and Cole Peters. That's how the defense lines up. And coming to the plate now in their green-clad uniforms, Jack Fridges. And Fridges comes into this game 7 for 15. He was 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI in game 1 today, which was a quarterfinal win. A good game. Very solid baseball game, 2-1. St. Patrick outlasted the Bluffton Braves. First pitch ball from Lenz. So Lenz, the lefty, gets the assignment to try to pitch his Young America team into a championship game. 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball misses low, and it's 3-0. Lenz looks like he has a little bit of a labor to him in just his first at-bat. But he played first base in the game that just got finished 40 minutes ago. 3-0 pitch misses, and a walk to start the game for Fridges. That'll bring up Jordan Garacki. First time we saw St. Patrick play a couple weeks ago, Garacki was down in the lineup. He has come into the number 2 hole, and he is 6 for 15, 3 runs and 2 RBI. Garacki in the earlier game, 1 for 4. He struck out twice, did not score a run. Garacki, the second baseman. And the first pitch is over for a strike. So after 4 balls to start the game, Lenz delivers the fastball in for strike 1. Bridges at first, and they like to run. Garacki at the plate. Throwing over to first, just a soft toss to dirty up the uniform for Fridges. Running as Fridges, ground ball towards second, and in the hole. They're going to just have to get one. And a solid play by the second baseman, Dylan Whitaker, to reverse directions. And as he reverses directions, he's able to get the out. That looked like a classic hit and run where Garacki hit behind the stealing base runner. Whitaker makes the play. Garacki advances the runner to second base. Fridges is over at second. One out, scoreless, bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up Kyle Rodas. Rodas 6 for 17 so far in the tournament. Rodas, this first game today in the quarterfinal win over Bluffton, was 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch was off the plate, ball one. Runner at second, one out. Rodas, the center fielder. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Fridges over at second, advanced on the ground ball. He was off and running on the 0-1 pitch. Lenz peeks back at the runner and delivers. Ball is flown out to right field. Peters is there. Peters calls for it, and he makes the catch. So 2 down. Matt Ambrose comes to the plate. The catcher has to shed the shin guards.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Matt Ambrose.
The Irish, with the green jerseys that read St. Patrick across the letters in cursive. Yes, cursive. Young America, the Cardinals in their red jerseys with the city name, town name across the letters of their jersey. 2 outs. Ambrose looks at a pitch that slides off the plate, ball one. Bottom of the first inning. Winner advancing to the championship, and we can tell you Cold Spring has jumped on Fairmont 1-0. Pitch on the way, and it's hit out to center field. He was shading him towards left, but it hangs up long enough for Panning to get there and record the out. So no hits for St. Patrick in the first. They leave a runner who was there via the walk. It's 0-0, and we'll be back on PrepSpotlight.tv. All right, back with you here on PrepSpotlight.tv. A little technical issue. We are back. We had an out on the first batter and a base hit from the second batter. So Barrett Panning hit the ball hard to third base, but the play was made to get the out. Dylan Whitaker comes up with the base hit to center field. Second hit of the game. And Cole Peters, the number 8 hitter, comes to the plate. A runner at first and one out in the second. Again, the pitcher, Christian Medic. Pitch over for a strike as he again finds the plate, working ahead in the count. Runner at first is Whitaker. Pitch in the dirt, gets by Ambrose, and that's going to move the runner over to second. So for the second straight inning, a runner is in scoring position for Young America. Scoreless game, top of the second from Milroy. One ball, one strike. Medic delivers a pitch above the letters. Hacking is Peters. Peters right now 3 for 12, hitting .250. He has scored 2 runs in this, their 4th game. Dylan Whitaker at second. Two strike pitch, and they get the foul tip and the catch on it, and Peters strikes out. So 2 down, and that will bring up Blake Pistolka. Pistolka, 1 for 11 so far, but he has scored 2 runs. In the last game, he scored a run, 0 for 4 at the plate, but he found himself on base and made things happen in their win over Bird Island. Young America. Fly ball to center, and Rodas is there, and Rodas is going to make the catch. So after getting the hit and the wild pitch to move the runner over to second, nothing else happens. We're going to move aside for a break and come back for the bottom of the second inning. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of the State C Amateur Baseball Tournament. Both sides this game are both fan bases chirping at each other a little bit. Why not get fired up? It's a chance to go to the championship game. Josh Lenz pitching, and he will face Seth Ambrose.
First baseman number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Here in Milroy, the Milroy Yankees ballpark on the south end of Highway 68, or the south end of town, right on Highway 68. And Lenz, the lefty, will deliver, and the first pitch to Seth Ambrose is low, ball 1, and catches a piece of the umpire. Umpiring this game is Mike Monita behind the plate and Russ Lundquist on the bases. So 1 ball, no strikes. And Lenz making another appearance, second appearance in the tournament for Young America. Young America up on Highway 212. Went through there this morning on our way down from the cities. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball towards the hole, short and third. Good play by Pistolka, but Ambrose gets down the line well enough for an infield base hit. First single, first base hit for the squad from St. Patrick.
Now batting designated hitter number 24,
Ambrose now with that base hit is 5 for 16. Dom DeLuca, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. DeLuca 3 for 11. He was 0 for this morning. DeLuca, the right-handed hitter, wearing number 24. Runner at first. And the bunt play is on, and he pushes it towards the first base side. And Lenz, for a second, wanted to throw to second, but I don't know if he heard where to go, and he opts to flip it over for this out at first, a sacrifice by DeLuca, and there's a runner at second base now with one out. So their first runner in scoring position. I take that back. Fridges got over to scoring position as well. So they also have had a runner in scoring position in their first 2 innings, and that brings up Ryan Fridges. Fridges for the game, 3 for 16 for the tournament. And in the first game, Fridges was 1 for 4. Pitch misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Lenz to Ryan Fridges, who plays third base. Seth Ambrose, first baseman, is at second. Knocking it down at second is Whitaker, and Whitaker is unable to get the out. But the play made by Whitaker at second, by Dylan Whitaker, saves a run because Ambrose would have scored had that ball trickled through to the outfield. So it's runners at first and third. Hit given, infield hit. And so runners are at first and third now. That's going to bring up Zach Andrus. Zach had a very solid earlier game. He's 5 for 14 now on the tournament, and he was 2 for 4 with a run scored. He's got runners at the corners, and the first pitch is laced out to left field. Tracking it is Mann. Mann's going to throw home. Will there be a play at the plate? It is cut off, and Seth Ambrose scores on the sacrifice fly by Zach Andrus. RBI for Andrus, and it's 1-0. St. Patrick takes the lead in the bottom of the second inning. At first base still is Fridges, who reached on the infield single. They are going to appeal to third. Appeal to third to see if Ambrose left early. Not the case. So the Irish have taken the early lead here in the second inning. And at the plate is the number 9 hitter, Jace Westman. Westman playing left field. And with 1 out, runner at first base. First pitch from Lenz is inside, and the runner goes. So he went halfway. We can't give that a stolen base. That's a pass ball off the glove of the catcher, Rickaby. One down. Sorry, there are 2 outs here. 2 outs, there was the sacrifice, and both were sacrificed, the sacrifice fly and the sacrifice bunt. So 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch is low, 2 balls and 1, no strikes, 2-0, 2 outs. Runner at second, in the second. It's 1-0. St. Patrick looking to advance on, as are the Young America Cardinals. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Westman, the number 9 hitter, if he reaches, that brings back the top of the order, and Jack Fridges. Fridges also walked to start the game. They're at bat, bottom of the first inning, not the game. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch on the way. It's over for a strike, 3-1. Lots of Young America Cardinal fans here today. Double the number of supporters of St. Patrick Irish fans. Supporters. 3-1 with 2 outs. Hard foul ball. It's foul, way foul. Kicks off the fence and back into the field of play, and that will force Mann to run over and get it back in. Sacrifice fly scored the run, Seth Ambrose. Three balls, two strikes. Runner at second. Pitch on the way. Grounded towards third and through. That might score a second run. Around third and scoring easily is Ryan Fridges. So Jace Westman comes through with an RBI, and St. Patrick is up 2-0.
Now batting shortstop number 11, Jack Friesen.
RBI single for Westman into the hole between short and third. Diving third baseman Isaac Horman could not come up with it. Bridges walked his first time up. Getting set now is Lenz. Lenz looks at the runner at first and delivers. Pitch is outside, ball one. Little off-speed pitch. 3 hits now, 2 runs. All coming in this inning. Seth Ambrose started out infield single. 2 of them infield singles. All 3 of them infield. No, it was 2 of them infield singles. Sorry. Ball on a strike. Fairmont has tied the game against Cold Spring. It's 1-1. Here it's 2-0. St. Patrick. Pitch low. 3 balls, 1 strike, and already we're warming up pitchers. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, warming up looks like it could be Christian Johnson. Strike, and the count is 3-2. So he pitched 8 innings in the last game, and he's warming up right now. Loosening up, I guess would be the best way to put it. 2-0, and the count is 3 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody's running, and Westman at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Fridges. Westman dancing. Pitch is grounded towards the third baseman, Horman. He fields it. Goes across the diamond and makes the requisite throw for the out. We're going to the top of the third inning. 2 runs have scored. And Young America will come to the plate in the top of the third, looking to get some of it back. We'll be right back on PrepSpotlight.tv. Coverage of the semifinals, the Class C state tournament, 2-0. St. Patrick over Young America. Top of the third inning, the scorebook is backwards from what we would normally do, but we were inputting these teams on the fly and not exactly sure who was home and who was visitor. So St. Patrick on the left side of your scoreboard is actually the home team. They'll get the last cracks. Young America to the plate now in the third inning. And it is back to the top of the order. Isaac Horman grounded out to the third baseman in his first trip to the plate. He's 7 for 15 on the tournament. 1-0 pitch, curveball way up high. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball catches the corner from Christian Medic. 2 balls and a strike. Medic has had a runner in scoring position in each of the first 2 innings, been able to pitch out of it. Fly ball towards right field. That one is going to be played by Andrus, and Andrus is there for the out. 1 down, and Bryce Panning to the plate. Panning grounded out to the second baseman. He's 6 for 13 now. Panning, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Came into the day hitting over 700 in the tournament, and that was tops. Sun peeking through the clouds now as it's just getting to the area where the grandstand is at, so we'll be in our face for a little bit. This field faces south and west from home plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Takes a little something off of it, and he gets the pitch across, and it's 1-1 now. St. Patrick scoring 2 in the second. We're in the top of the third. Medic, that looks like a base hit as the ground ball by Panning rolls in the hole between first and second, and Panning gets a base hit. Second hit for Young America. That man to the plate. Man reached on a pop-up that landed in between the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman. It was scored an error 9. That's the error that's on the board for St. Patrick. Pitch in the dirt. Nobody goes anywhere as Medic throw back over to first base to check on Panning. You see the effects of the sun on the field. The shadows in over most of right field, and now just a bare spot in right center field where the sun is shining. Look at that. Outfielders are in the shadows. Runner at first, and here's your pitch to Man, and it misses. Count is 2-1. 2-1 from Medic to Matt Mann. Mann reached second base. In his first time up, again reaching on the air, and then he was advanced over on a walk by Roch Whitaker. Runner going, ground ball towards third, and it gets under the glove of Fridges. Stopping at second base is Panning, and Mann hits the ball hard. It skips underneath the glove of Fridges, who had to take a couple steps to his left. Will be a base hit. So 2 hits this inning, and Mann has reached base both times. Whitaker now homered his last game. They've got the pickup play on and almost get the shortstop in behind Panning. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Medic delivers outside, ball 1. Talking to the crew coaching staff and manager Garacki for the Irish after their game. I said, who's throwing this one? And they all looked at me and said, we'll figure it out. Their decision was to go with Christian Medic. Medic gets a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 2 runners on in the third. 2-0 is your score. The team in the green leads. Late timeout called by Roch Whitaker. One out, 2 runners on. Medic sets and delivers. Breaking ball is going to stay high, and the count is 2-1. This is the time of the tournament where you're dipping into your second and third and fourth arms. The Class C tournament, when you're playing a few more games, they allow you to draft 3 pitchers from your region. Pitch high, and it's now 3-1. Medic is not a drafted pitcher. He is a member of the Irish. Three balls and a strike, 1 out. Pitch is low, and we've got bases loaded. 2 base hits and a walk. And with 1 out, the faithful for Young America getting louder. Hunter Rickaby came up with 2 runners on in the first inning and grounded back to Medic to end the first. As we have this break in the action, we take a look over at the game in Springfield. Cold Spring, Fairmont tied 1-1. Bases loaded here, and Hunter Rickaby facing Christian Medic. First pitch for Medic. Strike over the plate. Gets the fastball over. Medic steps off the back of the mound, composes himself, looks in and gets his sign. Medic looks at the runner at third, delivers, breaking pitch, inside, corner. Inside corner, I meant to say. No balls and 2 strikes. Rickaby now down in the count, 0-2. 1 for 12 right now in the tournament, and he takes a curveball and hits it into right field. And that will score 2 runs. They try to get the runner back at second, but 2 come in on the Hunter Rickaby single to right. Panning and Mann score, and we're all tied up 2-2. Another slow curve that Rickaby waited on and flipped it right over the second baseman's head. Runners now at first and second. 4 straight runners have reached with 1 out, and the bullpen gets to work. 4 straight runners, 3 base hits and a walk. Barrett Panning hit the ball hard. Third baseman Fridges made a play on him in the start of the second inning. That was a play that happened when we had lost our feed for just a second. So you'll have to trust me, that is what happened. No balls and a strike. Medic, breaking ball, gets it in for a strike, 0-2. It's a slow curve, and that curve didn't fool Rickaby, who gets the 2 RBI single to right field. All squared here in the top of the third inning. Medic delivers. Just off the plate, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. We're here in the top of the third inning. St. Patrick scored 2 in the second. Now they've given him right back. Good stop by Matt Ambrose as he knocks the ball down and doesn't allow the base runners to advance. 2-2. St. Patrick playing their 5th game over the 3 weekends. This is the 4th game for Young America. 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's fouled off the top of the helmet of the catcher Ambrose. They're in the 5th inning already in Springfield, Cold Spring, and Fairmont. Two balls, 2 strikes, and an out. 2 runners on. Swing, and it's foul tipped into the glove. So the strikeout for Panning. 2 down, and that'll bring up Dylan Whitaker. Whitaker with a base hit. He advanced to the second on a wild pitch. He's up now with 2 runners on. First pitch, breaking ball, and he gets just the end of the bat on it, and it ends up in foul, out of the ballpark, foul down the right field side. Hunter Rickaby at first. He has 2 RBI with the single. At second base is Roch Whitaker, who reached base on balls. 1-1 the count. Medic checks the runner at second and delivers low. 2 balls and a strike. Looks like Joe Grody again for St. Patrick, warming up. Outside, and the count 3 balls and a strike. Medic, who found the zone in the first 2 innings, had his defense make some plays behind him now, has given up 3 base hits and a walk. Another walk loads the bases, and the count is 3-1. Pitch on the way, and it is low, ball 4. So the bases are loaded again. So Dylan Whitaker is at first base, and that moves everybody up a bag. Roch Whitaker is at third. Hunter Rickaby is at second. Cole Peters struck out his first time up. He wears 42. And we'll get a stoppage as the manager, Garacki, is going to make a pitching change. I think the pitcher got done with his tosses and walked closer to the bullpen catcher, or the person who's catching in the bullpen, and he's going to discuss this, and they do make the change. So out of the game is Christian Medic, who goes 2 2/3. And that's going to bring back in Joe Grody. He pitched earlier. We'll keep it right here. Look over at the other game in Springfield and note that Fairmont has taken the lead. 2-1 the score there. That's in the 5th inning. We're still here in the top of the 3rd inning, and Joe Grody pitched earlier today in the win. In fact, he picked up the save.
Now pitching from Fairmont, the draftee number 25, Joe Grody.
Grody came in and pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, walked a couple, and struck out a couple, including a strikeout to end the game in their 2-1 win over Bluffton. Here he inherits runners at every bag in the 3rd inning. So 2 2/3 innings for Christian Medic.
Now batting right fielder number 42, Cole Peters.
So Peters announced the second time, and he's going to step into the box with 2 outs. Peters had a runner in scoring position when he struck out in the second. Grody gives up 4 hits. Medic gives up 4 hits. Grody comes in and gets a strike on the first pitch. All the runners on base are Medics to be had in the book. Pitch on the way, and it's popped up, and the count is 0-2. Peters 3 for 13 in the tournament, and he lifts it to left, and that's going to fall short. So that was score 1. In comes the throw for the second run, and a little baby single from Cole Peters does the job, and he does it in a big way, a 2 RBI single, and it is now 4-2. Young America has taken the lead. Four to 2, all 4 runs in this inning give the RBIs to Cole Peters. And Blake Pistolka comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Runners at first and second. Scoring on that were Whitaker and Rickaby. Pistolka fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Based on what we've seen here through 2.5 innings, or a little less than that, as both teams might be having to piecemeal this together with their pitching staff. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way from Grody, and it's high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 4 runs in the inning. How many players have reached base? 6 of 8 batters have reached base. 2 balls and a strike. Pistolka looks at a strike, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 5 hits now for Young America. The Cardinals have opened it up in this inning with 4 runs on 4 hits. A couple walks to help the cause as well. And now the count is full. Flip it back to the top of the order if Pistolka reaches. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runners are going. And ground ball, Pistolka fielded at third by Fridges, and he throws across the diamond, and they get the out. So they bat 9 in the inning and score 4 runs. 4 runs on 4 hits, couple walks, and that's how you score it. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. 4-2, Young America has seesawed back in front.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Now on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading off the bottom of the third inning for St. Patrick's, second baseman number 1, Jordan Goraki.
Jordan Garacki coming to the plate in the third inning. long top half of the third inning has given Josh Lenz the lead, and his Young America Cardinals are now on the plus side on the scoreboard. First pitch was a breaking ball for a strike. Second pitch down low. It was another off-speed pitch, and the count 1-1 to Garacki. He grounded out to second base in the first inning. He is 6 for 16 now on this tournament. He led the Irish most of the season in offensive categories, and he slaps a base hit to start the third inning. Single up the middle, his first hit, 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Kyle Rodas. Rodas flew out to right field in the first inning. Rodas now 6 for 18, hitting .333. Fairmont leading in Springfield. A berth in tomorrow's championship game on the line in that battle over Cold Spring. Here, a berth in the championship game in the battle between Young America and St. Patrick. And Rodas loops the single into left, rounding second and sliding around as Garacki, as he thought about it for a second, heading towards third, but not with the ball hit to left field. So quickly, 2 singles, and that's going to bring up Matt Ambrose. 4-2 your score. The final game here in Milroy out of 23 games over the last 3 weekends. It's been an enjoyable experience for all who've been here. Now St. Patrick, trailing by 2, has 2 runners on. Ambrose flew out to center field his first time up. First pitch is in for a strike from Josh Lenz. Getting a little scurrying down in the bullpen area, but nobody officially is warming up. Checks the runner at second, Lenz, and delivers, and this ball is hit out to left. That's going to fall in front of the left fielder man. Rounding third and heading home is Garacki. No throw in on that one, and it's 4-3. St. Patrick, without an out being recorded, has 3 base hits. And Ambrose with the RBI. That's 6 RBI on the tournament for Ambrose. Four to 3 is your score now. Runners at first and second. Again, it's Johnson, who just got done throwing 8 innings, who's warming up. Now he's actually warming up. Lenz is going to stay in there. Josh working his third inning. He's gone just 2+ right now. And that brings up Seth Ambrose. Seth singled and scored his first time up. Infield single. Came around to score on the RBI base hit. Or it was a sacrifice fly from Zach Andrus. Foul ball on the first pitch, 0-1. 2 runners on, and Lenz delivers, and Ambrose hits it towards third. They're going to get the out at third and then throwing it across, and it's 5-3 on the double play. So quick thinking by Foreman. And a double play puts a little bit of a stop to the momentum going in the third inning here.
Now batting designated hitter number 24, Don DeLuca.
Runner at second is Matt Ambrose. DeLuca, who sacrificed the runner over his first time up. And the pitch is on the way and inside. Isaac Horman at third base, getting the tailor-made play. Hit at him. He steps on third and throws across to get Ambrose for the double play. Ball and no strikes. Pitch is off the plate inside, and it's 2-0. Runner at second is the tying run, but we're only in the bottom of the third inning here. 4-3 your score, 2-0 the count. Lenz takes his look in, and the 2-0 pitch, the delivery, is high. 3 balls and no strikes. Ryan Fridges is on deck. He had an infield single his first time up. 3 balls, no strikes. Saddam DeLuca, the designated hitter, and the pitch is on the way. Fastball gets over, 3-1. Cold Springs still trailing. Fairmont 2-1. In the 6th inning already. Pitch on the way. Slash foul, and we've worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs on that double play. St. Patrick did get a run back. They're trailing 4-3. We got a runner sitting out at second base. Lenz, the full count pitch, delivers, and it's inside low. Pitch gets away from the catcher, and on to third is Matt Ambrose. So Ambrose goes over to third, and now runners are at the corner as Lenz will bring up Ryan Fridges, who did have the single.
Third baseman number 21, Ryan Fridges.
Singled and scored in the 2nd. So this game is... The game's pace has been dictated by pitchers who have had a lot of runners on base, especially in the last frame. Lenz kicks and delivers. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Bridges, the third baseman, gets the 1-0 pitch and rifles it to right field. Scoring will be Ambrose, and we are all square up, 4-4. RBI single for Fridges. And it is tied up. So we will have a pitching change, and we're going to come back with the young man who pitched 8 innings in this first game at 3 o'clock, and they're going to bring him out and see how long they can get out of Christian Johnson. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this break on PrepSpotlight.tv.
This one driven to the gap in left center field. It's a deep ball, and it's going to land, and it's gone! A 2-run home run for Cold Spring. Duffner makes it a 2-0 game here in the top of the first inning. Driven to right, Call watches it go over his head. Back-to-back 2-run homers for the first baseman, Duffner. Austin Duffner makes it 5-0 Cold Spring. One strike on Duffner as Weiss kicks and fires this one. Driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Cold Spring. Unbelievable. My goodness! Austin Duffner with 3 home runs.
Top of the 4th inning, and it is 5-4 now. St. Patrick in front. RBI single delivered by Zach Andrus, and that is the lead run at this moment. So Isaac Horman at the plate in the 4th. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe Grody, the hard-throwing Faribault Laker, misses outside 2-1. Horman 0 for 2, and he pops it up. See if Ambrose has a play on it, and he doesn't. Into the netting. And the count is now 2-2. Ambrose making the effort. Face planting into the net. Hopefully it's a soft net. I don't know if it left any marks. Horman grounded out to third, and he flew out to right field. Horman now 7 for 16. Breaking ball misses. So right now it's 2 drafted pitchers going at it. Joe Grody for Faribault. Foul tip, count stays 2-2. He pitched earlier, couple innings. Christian Johnson. That's Isaac Horman at the plate. Christian Johnson for Young America now in this 5-4 game. Pitch on the way, and it's hit out towards center field. Rodas is there, and Rodas catches it off to one side, and there's an out. All 9 guys came to the plate in the 3rd inning for Young America. Bryce Panning singled and scored. His last time up. And Grody delivers high fastball. Top of the 4th. All 4 runs scored by Young America in the 3rd inning. On the outside corner, strike 1. Took a little off that pitch, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Sun now about 15 minutes from setting, and another strike, and the count 1-2 to the center fielder Panning. 7 for 14 in the tournament. Fastball high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The other game in the 7th, Fairmont leading. Pitch is inside, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the 4th. Grody delivers, swing and a miss. So Grody comes in and gets 1 or 2 quick outs, and that will bring up the number 3 hole hitter, Matt Mann. Mann has reached base both times. First on an air. Second one was a single. He also scored.
Now batting number 32, Matt Mann.
Ball 1. And Grody delivers, and that pitch is off speed. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way. A breaking ball misses off the plate. 2-1. Andy Price and Greg Wilfert with you here. Wrapping up coverage in Milroy. Popped up. Looks like it might stay in play. Ambrose is chasing after it, and the pitcher. Grody says, I'll just cut in between you. I'm wearing a different color uniform, but I'll just cut right in between you and make the out. So 3 up and 3 down. We haven't had that. That's a rare occurrence in this game. We'll go to a break and be back on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Halleck. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate. Not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield. And the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. Weiss kicks and fires this one. Driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Cold Spring. Unbelievable.
Runs scored here today. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Another one gone.
Coming back to the sunset. The director did not tell the executive producer to make the move that quickly. The first pitch from Christian Johnson. Nice shot of the sunset out there. Well, it's kind of a tough shot. There's some whispering clouds. All right, let's get back to the action. Christian Johnson. There's been 2 Christians pitching in this game. Christian Medic for St. Patrick. Christian Johnson back in the game. 4-1. Fairmont looks to be gaining an upper hand on Cold Spring. Batting is Jack Fridges, and he will walk on 4 pitches. So Fridges starts off with a walk. Should close the book on Lenz. He went 2 plus, or 2 2/3, I'm sorry, innings pitched. And 4 runs, or 5 runs are his, yes, all 5. On 7 hits. One ball and no strike for Garacki. Garacki led off the 3rd inning, singled and scored. Came around on Matt Ambrose's base hit. 6 pitches in a row missing the zone by Christian Johnson. Who's next up? That might be too early to make that statement. But Johnson, who's pitched a lot today and throwing hard in that win against Bird Island. Good pickoff attempt there from Johnson to Roch Whitaker. Fridges back safely. Runner at first. Pitch outside. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. On the outside corner, I guess is what I should say. A lot of pitches right now in this game. 2-1, nobody out. And the runner goes. Slash and foul as they try to hit behind him, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. We're just in the bottom of the 4th inning. (4-1) Fairmont leading over Cold Spring in the 7th. Bottom of the 4th. Throw back to first, and again it's close, but Fridges is in. Garacki at the plate. 2-2 pitch on the way. Runner does go, and it's fouled. So 2 times. Freeges has been off to the races, and both times he's going to have to scoot back to first base as Garacki fouls the pitch off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Johnson delivers, curveball, fouled away again. Trying to get him to miss on a spinner, and fighting it off is Garacki. Garacki 1 for 2. 7 for 17 in this tournament. Throw back, that time was closer. That might have been the closest of the 3. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first. Freeges, he's off and running again. Pitches high, throw down to second, and he's underneath the tag. Throw down floated a little bit by the catcher, Rickaby. And with the stolen base is Freeges. So the count is full from Christian Johnson to Jordan Garacki, who will advance on to the championship game. It's where we're at right now with this tournament. Foul ball again. 4 foul balls on 2 strike counts from Garacki. So he's making Johnson work. Again, earlier today, Chanhassen wins its 3rd championship in a row in Class B. They rally with a 2-run homer in the 8th inning to beat Moorhead. Slash down the right field line, and that's going to fall, and that will likely be extra bases. Garacki, no, will stop. No, he'll go on the throw. He heads into second, and the RBI for Garacki. The run scores for the Irish. That's Freeges. I'm going to call it a single. He had hesitated down on the throw. Freeges with the run.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Kyle Rodas.
Second hit for Garacki and an RBI. That's going to bring up Rodas. Rodas also singled. He was erased on a ground ball double play at third. So a run in, and it's 6-4. Christian Johnson checks the runner briefly and pitches to Rodas, who fouls it off. Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-4. Lots of runners on base and lots of runs scored here for an early part of the game. We're already 10 runs in, and we've only had 3+ at-bats. Oh and 1. Johnson comes to a set, checks the runner at second, delivers, and it's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Rodas is out as Johnson delivers the throw over to first base. Runner doesn't go anywhere, and that will bring up Matt Ambrose. Ambrose with an RBI single the last inning. Already in the 4th inning, half of the squad for St. Patrick will have 3 at-bats. Cold Spring and Fairmont playing over in Springfield. Game's already near its ending. We are just in the bottom of the 4th inning. Started just a couple minutes behind them. Johnson trying to get comfortable on the mound as the breeze kicks up and the temperature drops as the sun sets. Ambrose, the catcher. We watched highlights of him homering at this ballpark a couple weeks ago. Johnson looks at a pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Johnson with the strike. Ambrose looks at that pitch. Ambrose 1 for 2 with the RBI. 6 RBI so far in the tournament. That one is outside. Ball and a strike. One and one to Matt Ambrose. Johnson kicks and delivers. Off the end of the bat foul, 1-2. St. Patrick Irish have advanced as far as they've ever advanced before. And with this team, they now lead. Chance to play in the title game. Grounder right up the middle. Second baseman Whitaker can't field it cleanly. And it'll be an infield single for Ambrose, his second hit. Running over at third now is Garacki, and that will bring Seth Ambrose to the plate. And Seth Ambrose singled and scored in the second. He grounded into a 5-3 double play that stifled the momentum momentarily for the Irish in the third inning. Ground ball. This could be another double play. 6-4 over, and it is a 6-4-3 double play. So Seth Ambrose knocks into a second as that double play. That's Pistolka to Whitaker onto Whitaker. Dillon flipping it over to Roch for the final out. So we're going to go to the fifth inning now, top of the fifth, and we'll keep it right here with the score 6-4. We'll be right back on PrepSpotlight.tv. Far, we've been traveling far from the Twin Cities down to Milroy for 3 weekends in a row. But it's been a fun travel as we've been here for the State C Baseball Tournament. We've also been sending crews to Springfield for the C Tournament, and we'll be back there for one more day. Championships Monday, Labor Day Monday, tomorrow. And we'll see here in the next little bit exactly which two teams are going to be competing. Grody pitching for St. Patrick, Grody from Faribault, and he delivers in the fifth inning, top of the fifth inning, to Roch Whitaker. Roch homered earlier today in the quarterfinal game, and the breaking pitch is going to come back in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Whitaker in this game walked and scored. He's walked both times. He does not have a at-bat, an official at-bat, 2 plate appearances. Pitch is high and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the fifth. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2. Nat Ambrose thought might have been a strike. Thinking about flipping it down to third base and getting it around the horn, but not the case. 2-2. Pitch was on the inner half and right off the hands of Roch Whitaker. The breeze is still blowing now more out of the west than it was before. It was north-northwest earlier today. Now this looks like it's straight west, maybe a little helper. Another curveball by Grody, and it's flip foul again by Roch Whitaker. Roch 4 for 11 A home run, 3 runs batted in, and 3 runs scored. He digs back into the batter's box, and Grody delivers low, and the count now runs full. A lot of pitches, a lot of base runners in this game. Seth Ambrose, the former Gopher hockey player, has knocked himself into 2 double plays his last 2 times up. Pops straight up. Matt Ambrose looks forward, but it's right above us. Right above us. Top of the 5th inning. And the 3-2 pitch. Flip foul. Grounded to short. Fridges over to Ambrose, and there's 2 outs. Or 1 out. A little ahead of myself there. 1 down. Just counting, I believe I'm at 21 base runners in this game. 21 guys have reached base, and we are into just the top of the 5th inning. So the base paths are getting their fair share of use. After this next inning, they'll come out. The grounds crew will manicure them. Hunter Rickaby with a 2 RBI single last time up, scoring Panning and Mann. He lifts it up in the air. Shortstop calling it, third baseman calling it. Both are Fridges, both are brothers. It is the third baseman, Ryan Fridges, who makes the catch. So 2 down. And that will bring up Barrett Panning. Barrett 0 for 2. Barrett did not play in the game earlier today. Swing and a miss on the fastball that's at the letters, maybe a smidge above. 6-4. 6 runs on 10 hits in an error for St. Patrick, a kind of questionable error on a ball that landed in between the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman. Quickly 0-2. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Young America Cardinals. And a fly ball that's going to be down the line. I think that's going to stay in play if he has room to go get it. Oh, my. That is a phenomenal effort there, and we'll see if he caught it. Well, I don't know if they can verify that he caught the ball. Wow. And executive producer says, go back and take a look at a replay on that one. Just an unbelievable effort from Jace Westman. Westman going full steam right over the fence and out of play. I just love the effort. Catch it, don't catch it. That's one that might leave a little mark on the rib area. And another breaking ball is flipped, and Fridges makes the play. So we are going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're going to step aside. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv. 6-4, St. Patrick over Young America.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
For the Irish. Designated hitter number 24 down DeLuca.
Andy and Greg with you back here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Over in the 8th inning in Springfield, Fairmont leading by 3, trying to book a spot in tomorrow's championship. Christian Johnson with the pitch to DeLuca. DeLuca walked and scored. And he had a sacrifice, so he is yet to have an official at-bat as well. No balls, 2 strikes as Johnson having to load it back up after pitching 8 innings in the first game and getting the Young America squad here. 1-2 the count to DeLuca. Johnson still throwing with very good velocity, reaches back and throws a slider that misses. It's 2-2. Christian Johnson stares disappointedly in after not getting that call. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Part of me had been working on things I wanted to say this week and this game, and I thought if Young America could advance on, maybe get to a title game, I was going to say it's a chance for a YA title, which would be, for those old football fans, may be a little punny. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get the chance to use it. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. And DeLuca lifts it towards left center field. It'll be the left fielder, Mann, who gets both hands up there to make the catch. So 1 down in the 5th. And here comes Fregis. The executive producer said in between the innings here, Fregis had a little bit of an exchange with the pitcher. And Johnson pitching to Fregis, and he has the breaking ball, and he misses. So Fregis hitting from the right side. The right-handed hitter Johnson delivers. It's a fastball, ground ball wide. And the crowd for Young America is giving it to Ryan Fregis. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses inside, 1-2. 6-4 the score. Two and 2 the count. It was 2-1. First pitch was the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Swing and a miss. And that strikeout gets the Young America crowd all fired up.
Now batting right fielder number 33, Zach Andrus.
It's meaning as much to the fans in the stands as the players on the field. Andrus, who has had a super solid day for St. Patrick, fouls off the first pitch. He has 2 RBIs, 1 for 1. Sacrifice fly, run batted in, and then a base hit with a run batted in. 0-2 as Christian Johnson is trying to get his first and the first 1-2-3 inning for the squad from Young America. Young America trailing 6-4. 2-strike pitch up high, fastball. And Johnson is, you can tell he's found a little extra kick in that step right now. He's got a out of the windup, hands that is in front of his face, and the pitch is a slider down and away. Fairmont has added another run against Cold Spring, and they take a 4-run lead. 2 outs, nobody on. Zach Endress with his 2 RBIs so far in the game. And he looks at strike 3. So Young America fired up, and maybe Fridges fired up Young America after getting out of that last inning. We're going to the 6th inning. We're going to be right back on PrepSpotlight.tv. We are back for the top of the 6th inning in a game that's got a little chirping, got a lot of base running. The grounds crew has done their work here in the 6th. And right now, it's 6-4. St. Patrick, the Irish, top of the 6th. Whitaker misses, or has the pitch miss up and in. The pitch from Grody. So Grody pitching as well for the 2nd time today in 2 games. And he gets an off-speed pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. They scored all 4 of their runs in the 3rd inning. Young America did, and now they're in the 6th. Strike 3 on the breaking pitch, and Whitaker is down looking. Cole Peters at the plate. He's 1 for 2. He has 2 runs batted in. Last time up, single, bases loaded, and 2 runs came scampering home. Swing and a miss on a good off-speed pitch by Grody. And the Faribault Laker. Another breaking pitch. This one up and in, and it's 1-2. But the first pitch was called ball, but he's got 1-2 as the breeze kicks in a little bit. Fouled straight back. Tried to make him climb the ladder on a fastball. Breaking pitch popped up. Flip of the bat by Peters. And the catch is made by Garacki. No, I'm sorry, by Fridges. That's for the other Fridges, my bad. Saw 1, I mean 11. 2 down. Pistolka coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball, ground out. Fly ball and a ground out. Something along those lines. Still in the 8th inning, 5-1 Fairmont leading and at the plate. Pitch inside, fastball from Grody. One ball, no strikes to Pistolka. Fastball in, count 1-1. St. Patrick is in their 5th game. They had a tussle with Regal in the opening weekend of play. It was 1-1 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Popped up from Pistolka. And that'll be a quick inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to keep it here as it is 6-4. Christian Johnson's going to make his way back out there. And we'll just talk about the road the St. Patrick Irish have gotten to this point. There's a tussle in that first game right here in Milroy. It was Greg and Andy in the excellent adventure starting here. And the game was 1-1 into the bottom of the 8th. And a run scored to make it 2-1, and then a 3-run blast from Matt Ambrose to make it 5-1, and they escaped and moved on. After that, the second weekend they played over in Springfield and won 10-1 over Rochester. Then yesterday they came back here to Milroy and scored 16 runs against Carver to advance on to the quarterfinals. That was their third game. Then earlier today, another tussle against the Bluffton Braves. Another game that was so well played. And St. Patrick is able to escape with a 2-1 win. Scored 2 first and then held on from there. And that advanced them to the semifinals, where they are now up 6-4 on Young America. 7-1 now, Fairmont all but icing that game. And the number 9 hitter, Westman, will hit for St. Patrick. And the first pitch is a fastball outside. One ball, no strike, and the pitch is high. 2-0 to Westman. Johnson still throwing hard, bringing it. The pitcher from the Cologne Hollanders. Cologne just down 2-12 from Young America, drafted pitcher. And the count 2-1. Missing outside with the breaking pitch, and it's 3-1. Leadoff man is Westman. Then we'll go back to the top of the order. Fridges and Garacki. 8-1, Fairmont leading. Strike 2, pitch right at the knees against Westman. Westman with an RBI single and a strikeout. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and he strikes out again. 1 out now in the 6th. Westman 1 for 3, and that brings up Fridges, who has reached base twice on walks, and he has scored a run.
Number 11, Jack Bridges.
Fridges gets his strike, and Johnson, who is, I have to believe, pitching on adrenaline right now. It's another swing and a miss. He'll feel his efforts from today tomorrow for sure. But now he's got his team just down by 2 runs, and he's trying to keep it that way. And a strikeout again. 4 strikeouts in a row for Christian Johnson. He has now worked 3 complete innings. I got him for 5 strikeouts. Garacki looks at a fastball off the plate, way off the plate, ball 1. 6-4 is your score. In the other game, Fairmont has blown it open. They're up by 7 late. Swing and a miss. And Garacki sees the count go 1-1. Right now it's just pitcher, catcher. Johnson delivering to Rickaby. Outside corner. Outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch coming from Christian Johnson, and he misses high, and the count is 2-2. Two pitch, and Johnson out of the windup delivers slash foul. The sun is set in Milroy, and the sun is not too far from setting on this tournament, and it's Milroy section of it. Lots of baseball over 3 weekends, and a tip of the cap to everybody. Missing low, and the count is full. Tip of the cap of everybody here on the Milroy staff. Worked on the field crew, worked to get folks to where they needed to be, get people into the ballpark. 3-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, strike 3. 5 straight strikeouts for Christian Johnson. And we're going to go to the 7th inning. And there's still a lot of spirit in this one for sure. A lot of spirit, and I'm going to tell you a lot of baseball left in this. We go to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back on Prep Spotlight. PrepSpotlight.tv. Just talking to the folks up in the press box as they're tracking the pitches for Christian Johnson, the pitcher for the Cologne Hollanders, who was drafted by Young America and has been their guy today. He worked 8 innings in the first game and now has gone 3 1/3 in this one as we go to the 7th inning of a 6-4 game, and he's at 180 pitches for the day with a break in between. Not a long break, but an hour, let's say an hour and 30 minutes, maybe, hour and 20 minutes. First pitch a strike as Grody is still towing the rubber for the St. Patrick Irish, and in the 7th inning, it is the top of the order. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and the strikeout is recorded by Grody on Isaac Horman.
Now batting center fielder number 25, Bryce Panning.
That's his 3rd strikeout for Grody. First pitch to Panning is high. He comes back, takes a little something off the fastball, and the count is 1-1. Top of the 7th. Pitch misses outside, and it's now 2-1 to Panning. Panning singled and scored. He is 1 for 3. Pitch misses outside, and it's now 3-1. Off-speed pitch, pulls the string on it a little bit, and we're even our full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and Grody is just getting the ball and going. I have hardly a time to peek down at the score sheet before he is ready to go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the 7th. And a walk. So the tying run will come to the plate now in the form of Matt Mann. Mann reached on an error, singled and scored, and popped out, and the pitcher fielded that one to end the 4th inning. So Mann, the right-handed hitting left fielder, comes to the plate, and he hits it out towards right center. The center fielder, Rodas, is there to make the catch. So Rodas calls off the right fielder, Andrus, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Roch Whitaker.
Well, Roch Whitaker has already left the yard one time today, and the wind is blowing in a fashion that might help him again. A home run ties it. Of course, they would just look to extend the inning. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Roch gets set in the batter's box. Grody out of the set. Steps off the back of the mound. Pitch on the way, and it's grounded up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. Fridges the flip to Garacki, and a nice play by the middle infield, and that ends the inning on a fielder's choice. Out. Whitaker and the Young America Cardinals sit down. They head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll keep it here for the stretch. You're listening and watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave one base runner, so that brings us up to the 7th inning stretch. Baseball's national anthem. Everyone join in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We have a score from Springfield. The score is 8-3, but the Rockies are still there. Fairmont leads 8-3. Cold Spring still batting in the 8th.
Another Geislinger doing some damage in the state tournament. Tyler Geislinger out of Cold Spring with a 2-run homer for Cold Spring, and they are now trailing 8-3. Here we're in the bottom of the 7th, and still pitching is Christian Johnson, as he will now be going towards the 200 pitch mark. Somebody will need to pick up his arm on the way back to Cologne on Highway 212 and hand it to him, because he is working a lot. And now he started 2-0 to Kyle Rodas. Rodas coming to the plate for the 4th time is 1 for 3. Singled in the 3rd. 2 balls, no strikes, and Christian Johnson misses outside. And it's 3-0. No activity down in the bullpen, so this might be Johnson's inning, trying to figure out if he can last. Fastball, still with some good pop on it, and the count is 3-1. I think he would be better off in trying to get quick outs. Falls behind in the count 3-0. Fouled away, and Rodas and Johnson stare each other down with the 3-2 count now. Rodas 7 for 20 in the tournament, hitting above 300. Bottom of the 7th inning. St. Patrick scoring 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Took the lead back after giving up 4 in the 3rd, and then added a run to make it 6-4. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson, foul ball. Chasing after it is Roch Whitaker, but no chance. You get a look on the pan back at some of the pretty colors of the sunsetting sky, some purples and pinks in the western sky as the days are getting shorter and we're heading towards Labor Day tomorrow. This is a traditional Labor Day weekend baseball celebration and a strikeout. And just so you're counting, that is 6 straight strikeouts for Johnson. 6 straight. He sat down with a K in the scorebook. 1 down. And Matt Ambrose comes to the plate. Ambrose with 2 hits and a run scored. And an RBI. First pitch, breaking ball, in for a strike. And Christian Johnson is just rearing back and playing good old country hardball. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Just saying, I'll continue to take the ball even though I'm at close to 200 pitches. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to Ambrose, low, 2 balls and a strike. Trying to break off some breaking pitches. And misses. We're going to the 9th inning. top of the ninth with Fairmont leading 8-3. Here, bottom of the seventh, and another foul ball, and it's 2-2 from Ambrose, or from Johnson to Ambrose. Ambrose homered in this ballpark a couple weeks ago. He had 6 runs batted in on the tournament, and he gets one right on the fist, the fastball. He was late on it, but he has just enough to flick it foul right back towards the net. Such an enjoyable 3 weeks of baseball here in Milroy, and the 2-2 pitch, breaking ball misses inside, full count. Seen a little bit of everything. Some great pitching, fantastic pitching, some solid hitting, some power hitting, good base running. And the count 3-2, breaking ball, strike 3. And the strikeouts continued. That one looked a little bit up and in from our vantage point, and Matt Ambrose surely thought the same thing. 7 strikeouts in a row. Up comes Seth Ambrose, and Seth, who singled and scored to get things going in the second inning, the first run of the game, has had a little bit of a tough day at the plate. He's grounded into 2 double plays, so the 6-4 lead might have been just stretched a little bit more, but 2 ground ball double plays have helped eradicate innings. No balls and a strike to Seth Ambrose, and the pitch from Johnson pulled foul, and the count 0-2. Well, he's 1 pitch away from strikeout number 8 in a row, 9 overall. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch, foul tipped and caught. So it is a second straight inning of snapper mow him down inning. 3 strikeouts, and then he struck out 2 in the 5th. So tip of your cap effort to Christian Johnson, and I'm not saying he's done. I'm just saying what he's doing right now and keeping his team alive is pretty remarkable. We're going to take a break. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. We will be back in just a minute. Take a look at the skies over the western horizon from Milroy. We're down in the southwest corner of the state. Down by Marshall, about 15 minutes from Marshall. If you have never been to this part of the state of Minnesota, it is the agricultural haven. And we are in the top of the 8th inning. 6-4, and it's Joe Grote who is pitching. There's a couple guys warming up, at least one player warming up right now, and he is a member of the St. Patrick Irish, as Grote has started with 2 balls to Rickaby. So the catcher Rickaby leading off the 8th, 1 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBI. And 3-0. So the fired up Young America crowd singing their team fight song and watching their pitcher strike out 8 in a row. Grote gets a pitch over for a strike, and it's 3-1 for the drafted pitcher from Faribault. Right now it's in the hands of 2 drafted pitchers. Ground ball. Hit out to second, bobbled by Garacki, throw, and they get him. So Garacki hangs with it. That's what you say on that play. Hang with it, man. And he does, and he knocks it down, picks it up, and barely gets Rickaby. Garrett Panning is coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He's the designated hitter. And the pitch is high from Grody. Grody, who's come in and shut the door down on the Young American Cardinals, is no doubt being overshadowed by the strikeout effort of Christian Johnson, who's now 200 pitches plus today. Not in this game, but today. He pitched 8 innings in the quarterfinals. 2 balls, no strikes to Barrett Panning. And the 2-0 pitch is a get-me-over fastball that has failed back. On to the 9th inning, and a run has just scored again for Fairmont, so they're back up by 6. But their game was moving along ahead of us. 2-1 pitch is low, 3-1, and now it's actually 10-3. Fairmont about ready to close it off and get to a championship game. Ground ball fouled off of the leg of Barrett Panning. And there's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The winner of this game moving on to Springfield tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We had mentioned it earlier. The ace of the St. Patrick's staff, Colin Dank, who twirled a gem in the first game of the tournament against Regal, might be available tomorrow. He has not pitched since. Good ball hit out to left center. Oh, my! And there is a major collision, but they hang on to the ball. Those two go like a safety hitting a wide receiver over the middle. Oh, my. You won't see a more high-speed collision in town ball than that. And they hang on to it. It's Rodas that hangs on to it, and he is now down. He's got to stretch this thing out. They both took it right in the solar plexus area. Both were sprinting after it. That ball was hitting to the gap, and both wanted a crack at it. But what a play by Rodas. Let's take a look at. We're watching it on replay. Oh, and you see it's just a major collision. If you have a chance, you have replay on your own. You can just take the bar at the bottom of the screen back and watch it, and then when you're done watching it, you can watch it live. But that is a major collision between the right fielder and the left fielder. So that was Rodas and Jace Westman. So Rodas, you have to salute the effort there. And there's 2 outs in the 8th inning.
Now batting second baseman number 29, Dylan Whitaker.
Dylan Whitaker coming to the plate. 2 down, and the first pitch to Whitaker is fastball. That's a breaking pitch. Strike 1. Took some stuff off of it. No balls and a strike, and the pitch from Grody to Whitaker, breaking ball, stays up high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Pitch misses high. And a swing. Miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 2 outs in the 8th inning. 6-4 is your score. Pitch misses. And the count is full. Three and 2, Grody delivers to Whitaker, and it's fouled away. Whitaker today singled, walked, and has struck out. 1 for 2. Dylan Whitaker at second base. And that pitch misses outside. Everybody from the St. Patrick team was heading towards the dugout. Every single one. But it's ball 4. So the second time Whitaker has walked, and that's going to bring up Cole Peters. And Number 8 hitter and number 9 hitter now with 2 outs. Cole Peters, the 8 hitter, the right fielder. Pops it up. Might stay in play. It's going to be close. Drifting, and foul. Just over the net and out of play. Everybody scattering in that front row. Cole today with a 2-run scoring single in the third. He is 1 for 3. Ball was spinning back, and I think the wind was bringing that back as well. Everybody chasing it. The pitcher hit the net hard, as did the catcher and the first baseman, the 2 Ambroses. Breaking ball over for a strike, and the count is 0-2. 4 runs on 5 hits for Young America, 6 runs on 10 hits. This game has become more of a pitching duel after these 2 kids who have pitched a lot today came back into the game. The starting pitchers both gave up a lot of base runners and with them a lot of runs. After the second guys came in, it has been a pitcher's duel. 0-2 the count. Breaking ball misses inside, and it's 1-2. Top half of the 8th inning. St. Patrick is the home team. They lead by 2. Pitch outside, and the count goes to 2-2, trying to get the slider over. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a 2-run lead for St. Patrick's. Yes, deuces are wild. And that's a strikeout, and Grody gets out of the inning, striking out Cole Peters. So the Young America Cardinals will be down to their final 3 outs. We'll see if their lead is, if the deficit is 2 or if it's any more. And we'll get that answer with the bottom of the 8th inning, and we'll just keep it right here. St. Patrick coming to the plate and having 8 batters in a row set down by strikeouts. And Christian Johnson is coming back out again. He has given everything he has today. The winning pitcher as the starter against Bird Island in the quarterfinals. He also has a win in relief in the first week of the tournament against Laverne. Now, in relief, he's trying to keep his team within 2 and give them one last crack at it. One last at-bats in the ninth, where they will come up with 9, 1, and 2 in the order. And we'll see how that plays out, if they're going to allow Blake Pistolka to hit in the 9 spot. He is 0 for 3 in the day. And then Isaac Horman and Bryce Panning have been 2 of the top hitters in the tournament so far. Fairmont is on to the championship game, so the Fairmont Martins have had a longer season than most, as they were playing some games in Iowa. First pitch from Johnson, outside corner, strike 1. And we'll flip it back over. Dom DeLuca at the plate. And DeLuca is the last person to not have struck out. And he's now down 0-2. So if he strikes out DeLuca, everybody will have struck out in this time around, and that's incredible. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch misses up. Caught the corner of the plate. It was up, 1-2. 6-4 the score in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch up again. That one was up, and it's 2-2. Christian Johnson from Cologne, a Hollander. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Swung and missed, but the ball gets away. And I'm guessing, based on where it goes, DeLuca's going to reach. It's still a strikeout, so he struck out 9, but he doesn't retire, DeLuca. So K in the wild pitch puts DeLuca at first. 9 straight strikeouts, but not an out recorded on that one.
Now batting third baseman number 21, Ryan Freefield.
He's looking for a 4 strikeout inning. He's done everything but, so why not get a 4 strikeout inning? So Fridges is at the plate, and Ryan has been getting a lot of angry comments from the crowd of Young America. Might be rightfully deserved. I'm just stating that.
Running at first base, number 18, Kevin Pexa.
Pexa running for DeLuca. Fridges at the plate. Ryan today has 2 base hits. He scored after reaching on an infield single in the second, and he singled again in the third, and he drove in a run with that. They're going to put the bunt play on. He squares and pulls it back. Ball 1, 1-0. Runner at first is now Pexa. Again, Fridges puts the bunt out and fouls it away. 1-1, bottom of the 8th inning. The winner here will take on Fairmont. 6-4 your score. Will it be St. Patrick, Fairmont, or will it be Young America, Fairmont? Team from southern Minnesota will be playing Fairmont on Highway 15. They can just travel up 15. Well, you probably just shoot over to 4 and then up from Fairmont for the championship tomorrow. Again, the bunt down. This time it's fair. He's running inside the line, but they get the out anyway. Out is recorded. There's some discussion afterwards as Fridges caught the arm of Whitaker. Everybody's saying it's okay. Roch Whitaker says, all right, let's just get some outs now and let's get ourselves back into the dugout and get our bats. Fridges sacrifices the runner over. Over to second is Pexa running for DeLuca, and that's going to bring up Zach Andrus. 2 runs batted in on a sac fly and on a single. The strikeout streak ends at 9. He's got double-digit strikeouts, and he's came into the game in the 3rd inning. Young America trailing 6-4. Discussion on the signs between Rickaby and Christian Johnson. It's a 2-run lead. St. Patrick surely wouldn't mind an insurance run to make it 7-4. The left-handed hitting right fielder, Zach Andrus, is at the plate. Swing, foul tip, and the count 0-1. Pop back on the 0-1 pitch, and the count 0-2 now. Well over 200 pitches for Christian Johnson. Runner at second is Pexa. He pinch ran for DeLuca, who reached after striking out on a wild pitch. Zach Andrus, the right fielder, foul tips the 0-2 pitch, and it can't be held on. And Rickaby tosses it back to the pitcher, and they've got to do it again. Breeze still kicking out, just to keep that in mind, blowing out to left field. Store that in the back of your memory. Pitch driven to first base on 3 hops. Picked up by, and there's Whitaker again. Gets a shoulder block after the play is made. So the St. Patrick Irish, there, he was running. He slowly went to first base, and the runner, Andrus, was running hard down the line. And now the entire infield is taking shots at the umpire. The whole infield is angry with the umpiring. And Pistolka, the shortstop, is having to be dragged by the second baseman, Whitaker. Whitaker also saying some words. And they just throw Whitaker out of the game. So Whitaker is gone, or Pistolka, one of the two. I didn't see which one was going to get thrown out. We'll have to see which one it is. But it was a play of gamesmanship on both sides. So the ground ball was hit to first, and Roch Whitaker kind of walked towards the bag, and the runner, Andrus, ran hard, and they collided at the bag. So there is somebody ejected. Somebody got thrown. The question is, who got thrown? Yeah, it was a I'd say a boneheaded play on both sides. If you're going to just throw at it, the first baseman should get to the bag quickly and get the out. The runner doesn't need to make any contact with the first baseman, and that's exactly what happened. So we'll take a look in to see if it was the shortstop that got tossed. He's off the field, I believe, right now. Oh, yeah, no, the runner, Andrus, made contact. The first baseman also, though, did not make an effort to get the ball to the bag quick, especially with the runner heading towards third. I'm not sure why you would dilly-dally to make that out. And as we're looking at it again, he just slows down, walks to the bag, and Andrus, frustrated with it, did a bonehead thing as well. And truthfully, there should be a discussion about that. But now we have to figure out who's playing where, and it looks like they're going to move the third baseman, Horman, over to shortstop. Heading to first base is number 5. So number 5 is going into first base. And Roch Whitaker is going to go play third base. So he's going to go from first base after having been in the epicenter of that play. And a fan has just been thrown out.
First base number 5, Brandon Sanders.
And there's a lot of finger pointing, and a fan has been thrown out. Angry fans. Angry baseball players. And the St. Patrick Irish now. And the person I feel for most in this situation is Christian Johnson, really. Johnson has to be the one that, as much as he has pitched, he has now had to take a 5-minute break. So a fan has been thrown out. And the first pitch to Westman is a strike as he offers to bunt with the runner at third. So there's 2 outs in the inning. I think we should set that up. There was a 3 unassisted for the second out. And Westman's batting with the runner at third, in a case where all heck is breaking loose. And the pitch is high, and it's a ball and a strike. The winner to the championship game It is heated. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch fouled away. 1-2 the count. So a fan ejected, a player ejected, and it looked like it's Pistolka who got thrown out of the game. So Pistolka, the shortstop, is out. So that moves Horman over to short. Pistolka was scheduled to bat. He was the leadoff guy in the 9th inning. Well, that will change. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses. 2-2 the count. Hooked it back over the plate, but it was low to Westman. Westman with a base hit and an RBI. He's got another RBI opportunity. He's got a runner 90 feet away. Lifted out to right center field. It is a high fly ball, and it is the center fielder, Panning, who makes the play. We're going to just keep it right here because I don't want to miss anything. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. And it comes down to Joe Grody is going to stay out on the hill. So they have a St. Patrick pitcher warming up. Grody pitching from Faribault, now pitching for St. Patrick in this tournament. Grody got the save in game 1, and he has the chance to get the win here in game 2. So a pretty good day when you can mark both sides of the column, a save and a win. Ugliness here in the 8th inning, the bottom of the 8th inning. Saw a fan get ejected, saw a player get ejected, saw what I would say is not a good baseball play by Zach Andrus, who's had a great baseball day, but the right fielder did intentionally contact the runner or the first baseman. Now the first baseman, of course, you could question his motives on how he fielded that ball when there's a runner on base and the game's still going on, how he played that play out. So yeah, it's got to be, because new hitter on the, and the first pitch is a strike. Brandon Stender. Brandon Stender has got the count 1-1. He came into the game after the ejection of Pistolka, and Stender now has the count 1-2. Stender, one of the managers of this team, one of the coaches of this team, and he was doing his best to try to calm things down as he grabbed a glove to come into the field. Pitch hits him. And a breaking ball. They say he didn't make an effort to get out of the way. And the hit batter, so the count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes, as they're saying Stender did not make an effort to get out of the way of the pitch. Two balls and 2 strikes. We saw a play like that. If it wasn't last week, it was the first week here where they made the same call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch is high to Stender, and it's 3-2. It was a breaking ball from Grote, and Stender it was ruled did not get out of the way. 3-2 pitch, and it is lifted. It's going to be right behind the bag at first, and with it is Ambrose. So Ambrose makes the play for the first out in the 9th inning. 1 down, and it's up to the top of the order. And this top of the order has been pretty potent in this tournament for this Young America Cardinals team. So Isaac Horman, who is 0 for 4 but has had a solid tournament. First pitch up high, ball 1. He was 7 for 14 coming into the game, 7 for 18 now. Horman trying to get on base and bring up a tying run, and Grody misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. I'm going to throw a little tar onto the bat so he can hold on to it a little bit better. And the count, 2 balls and no strikes, 1 out, and the score 6-4 in a wild game with a lot of chippiness and chirpiness, if I could use both of those right. Pitch at the letters, strike 1 to Isaac Horman. Horman grounded out, flew out to center and right field, and he struck out. He hits it out to center, and that's going to be caught by the second baseman, Garacki. Garacki got a jump on it on the ball that was hit off the handle, and it looked like it might drop in center for a base hit, but not the case. Garacki makes the play. So it's now up to Bryce Panning, and Panning is 1 for 3 today, 7 for 15, hitting just below 500, 2 down. First pitch is over for a strike. There are no postgame handshakes in this COVID world, otherwise we might see what would be transpiring here. Panning lifts it towards left, and coming on to make the catch and get the out is the left fielder, Westman. And so the St. Patrick Irish win the game 6-4, and they will play in the championship against Fairmont tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So a semifinal win for the St. Patrick Irish, and they will move on to a chance to play for their first ever championship. St. Patrick getting a phenomenal effort from Joe Grody. Well, we're just hearing that it's 11 a.m. 11 a.m. So we will make sure that our crews are there. And so 11 a.m. tomorrow in Springfield. So everybody hearing that from the public address announcement. Let's wrap up this game real fast, and then we're going to say goodnight and make our way back up to the Twin Cities. It's been a fun 3 weeks here in Milroy. And it ends with a game with some fireworks and some intensity and some chirping and a lot of everything sometimes that you just get in a game like this, and that's what happened. So Joe Grody comes in after the starting pitcher, Christian Medic, went 2 2/3 innings. Grody finishes up the game from the rest of that 6 1/3 inning and only gives up 1 hit and no runs. And Grody gets the win. The losing pitcher will be the starting pitcher, Josh Lenz. Josh Lenz, the starting pitcher for Young America. He had gone 2 2/3 innings as well, gave up 5 runs of the 6, and so he ends up taking the loss. There is no save in this one. So big at-bats for St. Patrick in this one as they score 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. And up and down the board you see hits from everybody, 10 hits on the game. They did also commit an error, which was a little bit of a questionable error. But with that scoring, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth, that was the last of the scoring. No runs in the last 5 innings of this game. And St. Patrick wins it 6-4. St. Patrick making their way to their first championship game. Young America, the Cardinals, battled in this tournament and make it to the semifinals before they lose. St. Patrick now has won 5 games. 2 games today, winning 2-1 and 6-4. So, on that note, we're going to step aside and call it a day. St. Patrick wins it. Again, the winning pitcher, Joe Grody, Faribault Laker, and he has pitched his team to a championship game against the Fairmont Martins. So tomorrow, St. Patrick, Fairmont. It's going to be at 11 a.m. in Springfield. We'll be there for the championship game coverage. You can join us at prepspotlight.tv. We've appreciated the help and the support and the hospitality of the Minnesota Baseball Association and this great crew in Milroy, the Yankees group, that has come in as a pinch hitter, maybe the best pinch hitting role in 2020 as they pinch hit and picked up half of the Class C tournament and have done a great job in running it here in Milroy. So thanks to everybody who's watched. Thanks to everybody who's been a part of it. To the executive producer, Greg Wilford, thanks for all your hard work. I'm Andy Price. 6-4 the final. St. Patrick and Fairmont tomorrow in the championship on PrepSpotlight.tv. Good night, everybody.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.